love statistics. I love maths. I love statistics. I love maths. Hello everyone, my name is Nidia. I'm 36 and I'm a paleontologist. And if you were expecting a paleontological joke, you are not getting one today because no one is subscribing. So if you don't subscribe, you don't get a paleontological joke. That's it. And for those of you who are back, hello, how are you? Nice to see you again. And here's a picture of a historical T-Rex for your enjoyment. Weird, right? See what you get if you subscribe? So, okay. So what we're doing today is doing some statistics with makeup. I saw Lauren Mae Beauty at the end of January, I think, explaining what she was going to do rather than do a panning, project panning. She decided to do another kind of project that is still going to make her use the makeup she already owns and, you know, rediscover the makeup she already owns, but without that stress of, you know, having to go to the same shadow or like the same palette all during a week or during a month and the same shadow, exactly the same point to try to get a pan. So the way she's doing it is she's keeping a record of all the palettes she uses. And I think only a couple of days ago, she posted an update on that project. And I thought, wait, you know, I actually started to count how many times I use my palettes every month and, you know, haven't done an update. So it's been 4 months since I started doing that. So I saw her going, starting at the end of January. And obviously, I didn't start at the start of January, so January might be a little bit biased because I only used the palettes, or I only used the times I remembered which palettes I've used. So I went back through my Instagram and checked the posts I did with the different palettes. So this is how I keep track. It's just a paper where I keep writing. Each time I use one palette, I make a line so I know how many times I've used each palette. So here in this first column is all the palettes, and then in all of these columns is the months of the year. I also have a much nicer version of it on my computer, which I'm gonna put here so you can follow what I'm talking about. So the first thing I did after I input all my data, we're gonna start talking with scientific terms here. So I input all of my data in the datasheet inside on my computer, and I calculated how many times I used each of the palettes in these 4 months, from January to April. So the first thing I want to notice is that I have 51 palettes. I know it's a lot, but I really enjoy them, so I'm okay with having 51 palettes. And I pretty much use them all. So there's no palette that I have or I've had for the 4 months, because obviously some palettes have come after the point I initiated this experiment. There is only one palette, 2 palettes actually, that I haven't used in these 4 months, and I had them in January. So one of them is Limoncello from Colourpop, which I didn't bring, but I think you all know how it looks like, and I will explain in a past video that I'm waiting for better weather to use that palette, because, you know, it's very summery in my opinion. And the other palette I haven't used, oh, here's another one, so 3 palettes. The other one is Little Ray of Sunshine, which also is a very summery palette, but I think that might be, no, I didn't use it yesterday, no. So Little Ray of Sunshine, I didn't use that one, also from Colourpop. And then the last one I didn't use, and I've had since January, is the Mad Hatter by Beauty Bay, which I actually have here. So this is how it looks like on the outside. I'm gonna do it like this. This is how it looks like on the outside. And then the inside is a very nice color story. I really like it. But, you know, there's not much you can do with this. I try to use, I have all the 6 bands from the Disney Color collection. And I use them by themselves. Sometimes for some prompts on Instagram, I would just get one color or 2 colors. But in this case, I haven't used it since last December, because I haven't used in the last, the first 4 months of the year. So then another thing I've noticed is that there is palettes that I've used maybe 1 month, one time, but haven't used them again. Or one month, 2 times, but I haven't used them again. So one of them is this one. This is from the Corpse Bride collection from Revolution, and I really wanted this palette because it's so pretty. It looks so nice outside, but once you have it in person, it's not as nice. It looks much nicer online than in person. And then the inside, it bothers me how small the pants are. They're very small. And then, you know, I thought I was gonna like it more, but I don't. I've used it once. It's okay. I like it. I like what I did, but another thing that bothers me is how deep the pants are. Look, they're very deep, embedded within the palette, and that bothers me because maybe I'm weird, but it does bother me. Okay, so this one I only used it once, and that was on February, and that was it. Which I got it on February, so I'd used it when I got it and didn't use it anymore. Another one that could get into that that trend of just using it once when I get it and then leaving it. This one I actually used it twice when I got it, which I think it was, let me see, in April. So I got it in April. I probably placed the order in May, and this one I got it for free in Beauty Bay. So I ordered some skincare, and they had this one. If you spend at least, I think it was at least €40. So this one, I really like the outside. It's very pretty. This is Nikki Tutorials and Beauty Bay. I love the outside. I love the artwork. But then the inside, the color story is really nice. But man, these shimmers are awful. I don't know if I can show you this without blinding you. There you go. The shimmers are awful. I don't like them. They instantly crease when I put them on my eyes. And the mattes are okay, but not great. And then I really like, it's got 2 mirrors. One is a normal size mirror, and the other one is like a close-up mirror. Like it makes it bigger. And I think it's by 2, and I like that. But that's about it. Like, I really like the outside. I really like the 2 mirrors, but that's it. Then another one, I used this one. So now we're going to the 2 months. So this one, I think you all know I don't like this one. I don't like the mattes. I don't like the shimmers. So I don't know. I really like the Disney color. I like those ones. They're all mattes. I like them, but these ones I don't, from Beauty Bay. I don't like them, and I just can't make it work, and I wish I could. But I only use it 2 times, so very much. Then one I used it a lot when I got it, and kind of I've forgotten about it, is this one from a Spanish brand called Corazona, and it's a collaboration with Colorpop. So the palette is very nice. I like the color story, but I hate the dark mattes. I don't like them. The shimmers are really, really nice. I think I've already showed them before. They're super creamy, and they look awesome once you apply them on the eyes. This is like one pass, each of them. And they look awesome. Really pretty. Am I? There. Really pretty. There is, you know, a nice variety. You could do neutral looks or more colorful looks, but the mattes, they're not great. Okay, so then another one, I've used this one. I'm using more than I expected. It's the Treehouse of Horror. So basically I use this one every time I need to do like a super colorful prompt for any collab or open collab or open challenge in Instagram, because it's just got everything I need. And you know, it's okay, like the quality is okay. I don't mind this one, and I think the names are very cute, and yeah, I enjoy this one. Not great, but I use it quite a lot. So I use it 3 months. This one, I use it 4 times, and 3 months, February, March, and April. Okay, so the next pile I have, it's things that, you know, I'm the kind of the middle range, what I've been using, middle range. So the first one, it's the Club Nebula. So I've used this one 3 out of the 4 months, and in total, where do I have it? In total, I've used it 5 times in the 4 months. This one is very, very pretty. I love this one. My favorite palette. I would not give this one out at all. Another one I've used quite a lot is the Reckless 20s by Root Cosmetics, and I used this one 7 times during the 4 months, the first 4 months of the year, and this one is really pretty too. Okay, so then the next category I have is the ones I use a lot. Is it? Am I missing something? Oh yeah, I'm missing this too. Okay, so never mind. So these two are also ones that are like mid-usage. So I have the Pizza Kitty here, which I use 6 times out of the first 4 months of the year. This one is an all shimmer palette, so I usually pair it with another palette, but man, this one, it's all you want in one palette. And the other one is also from Drizzle, which I think I didn't say first, is the Nom Chrome palette, and also an all shimmer palette, and I used it 7 times in the look at this one. So then the next category is the palettes I'm using a lot. I'm gonna start with these 3, which I think everyone knows which ones are gonna be. So the interesting thing about this is that this one, I only got it on March. So March and April, I used this one. And then these ones, I already had them because I think I got this one in December, or maybe the first days of January. I think it might have been the first days of January when I got it. But yeah, I use these 3 quite a lot. Actually, the Mandalorian, I've used it every month out of the 4 months. I've used it in a total of six times. So this is the one I've used the most out of these 3. Cat's Breath, I really use this one very often. I love the color story. You know, I'm a sucker for green. I think everyone knows that. And this one is green and orange. I can't really ask for any more than this. And another one I've been using quite a lot, and I only got it this month. It's the other palette from this same collection. So this is a chapter 1, and the Cat's Breath is the chapter 2. And this one, I only got it this month, but I've already used it a few times. I think I used it 3 times. It's very pretty too. So I'm actually getting quite a taste for this one, and I'm really enjoying it. I didn't think I was going to when it first came out, because I thought it was going to be very neutral for me, or very soft, but I quite like it. So then another one I use very often, it's also from Oden side, and it's the Norns palette. So the Norns palette, I've used it 4 out of 4 months and a total of 6 times. Very nice. Very, like, you know, dual tones, and you can go very dark with it, so I'm very happy I have that one. So another palette that I've used 4 out of 4 months, a total of 8 times. It's my all-time favorite palette, because I love everything about it, or the most beautiful palette I have. On the outside, I didn't show the outside, the Iceland palette by Nomad Cosmetics. I love the outside, I love the inside. The formula is so pretty, so easy to work with, and the color story is just perfect. It perfectly goes with Iceland. So I've used this one 8 times. And now the overall winner, so the palette I've used the most is the Hela palette. And it's pretty funny because this one came out on February, the 14th of February. And it got here, I think, at the end of February. And I don't even know if I used it on February. Did I use it on February? Yeah, I used it on February. I used it 5 times on February, and then March and April. So I've used it, you know, over 3 times every month since I got it, and I've used it a total of 12 times. I actually didn't see the overall total of palettes I've used, and that's like counting. Maybe if I use for one shadow, I would count the palette. So in the 4 months, it was 166 times I used palettes out of the 51 I said at the start. And from those 166, 12 are the Hela palette, which I think they say a lot, especially when I got it, you know, later in the year. So that means that 7.2% of all the times I've used the palette in the last 4 months was this palette. And I'm gonna show you the inside, because this palette is really breathtaking. It's you can just do, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use it so much now during the summer months, because it's just so spring and summer like. It's perfect for now. So yeah. And now I just want to do some honorable mentions for palettes that, you know, I didn't get until later on, and so they're not included within this experiment, because basically I didn't use them all the way to March. So, but these 2 I'm going to show now, I got them at the end of March, and I actually haven't dipped my finger on them yet because I was sick for the last week, so I haven't really done any makeup at all. So the first one is the Alba 2 from Oden side, and this is like a very pastel palette, and I can't wait to use it. It's got 2 glitters, but I'm fine with that. They're not, I actually like them, especially this one. It's really nice. It's kind of orange, golden, and green glitter, so it's gonna be nice. So this one is not even here because I haven't used it yet, and I got it in March. And the other one is also from Oden side, and is the Ord palette. Is from the Norns collection, and it's one of these like super cool 5-pan or 6-pan, I guess. And it's like a green, mossy kind of color story. This green here. So yeah, I can't wait to use this one. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it quite a lot, but I haven't used it yet. And then the other one that I've only used once. This is one that my mom got me, and because I really like the outside. It's from a local shop, and they also do makeup. It's like kind of grocery shop, but they have like it's like a Target. say for those of you who are from the States. So it's got everything, but then it's got they have their own line of makeup, and they came up with this collection which is called the Mosaic, and you know, I like the outside. The inside is okay. Like it's very neutral leaning, but I actually used it the other day and I quite liked it. I wore it the whole day, and the shimmers didn't increase at all, and it was only €7, I think, this one, which is, you know, about $8 or $7.50. So yeah, it's okay, and it's like a small and compact, so maybe when I go traveling I'll bring with me. I'm actually going traveling on Wednesday, so 3 days from now. I'm recording this on Sunday night, and I'm going to go to my first conference in about 3 years, first in-person conference in about 3 years. I'm going to London, so that's going to be very interesting. I think I'm going to do a bit of a like blog kind of thing, showing, you know, the makeup I bring and how I get ready for the conference and that kind of stuff. So if you're interested, then don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I think it's very insightful to see, you know, how many times I use each palette, and, you know, the percentage of the times that each palette is used. I probably at some point I will do monthly. Once I'm done the whole year, I'll do monthly and see how many times, or how many times each palette is used per month, and once I'm done with the whole year, I'll do the whole year. But probably next time I talk about this is in another 4 months, so I'll be doing the next 4 months and see if the same palettes are still, you know, about the same range of usage or not. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.